In today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the perspective of how old is old and when do you get to be old. I'll see you on the inside. Hey guys, this is to Heart and Hustle, where we empower you guys to live a kick-ass life. And in today's video, I wanted to share a few things about old, how old is old, getting old, and how to respond to being old and older. One of the things I like to point out is when we were 9, 10, 11, we couldn't be 13 years old quick enough. We looked up to those kids that were 13 years old like, oh man, that's the best. Oh man, I can't wait to be 13. Oh man, I'm gonna have so much freedom. I'm gonna just be able to jump on my bike and bone and just roll out. And you had all these illusions, these grand schemes of what it was gonna be like when you got to be 13. And now a lot of you guys are 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the same way that you one day thought, man, I'm never gonna be 13. This is taking forever. I'm never gonna be 13. And now you're 15. Now you're 18. Now you're 21. Now you're 25. Now you're 29. Now you're 31. Now you're 42. Now you're 56. The same way you didn't think that 13 years old would ever come around, and now like that, you are whatever age you are now. Take advantage of these minuscule, microscopic, almost insignificant moments, because 31 rolls up the same way, 41 rolls up the same way, 51 rolls up the same way. You just, and life comes at you. Life keeps happening to you and it doesn't stop. But I do want to point out that old is all in the perspective of whoever's thinking it. Because I could, when I was 13, 30 was old. I'm 34 now. But even when I was 15, I understood, like, nah. I heard a great man once told me that his mother told him a man doesn't start being a man until he's 50. I'm gonna say it again. A man doesn't start being a man until he's 50. Now think about that. You're what, 15, 20, 25, 30, and you think you're all grown. You think you're the big dog. You think you're a top dog. Let me fill you in on something. You still got a long way to go. A lot of learning, a lot of failures, a lot of progression. But thank God that's the beauty of this thing that we call life, and we're out here hustling and pushing for. Let me just give you a little shift in perspective, and let me tell you about my friend Bill. My friend Bill, he lives in Irvine. He's 88 years old. Now for 1 second, I want you to think about what you think of when you hear 88 years old. You think old, decrepit, bedridden, that's it. Give up. You're gone. 88, it's over. Nah. 88, and my boy looks like he's 50. Still moving around, working on cars, building shit. Dope. His wife, 49. His wife is 49. And let me add, a nice 49. Not like you think 49, no. A Stifler's mom, 49. If any of you guys have seen the old school movie American Pie, Stifler's mom, 49. A very, very nice 49. A aged like a fine wine, 49. And what's dope about him is he's still working on cars. He lives in a modest house in Irvine, nothing crazy, no celebrity mega mansion, but in his garage, in 3 cars. And he actually had he talked to his neighbor and set up so he could borrow 1 space in his neighbor's garage. But in his garage, he has close to $1 million in just 3 cars. He has a 1964.5 numbers matching convertible red Mustang. He has a 1964.5 numbers matching cherry red with the white racing stripes. Who's ever seen my Instagram, check out my Instagram, it's on there. 64.5 Mustang Fastback, and a 64 Rolls Royce. That Rolls Royce actually flew him to London to tour the Rolls Royce, and he got to sit in the most expensive car in the world, which is like the XJ something, or it's like a $22 million car. Think about what I just said, $22 million car. And these are the things that he's living it. He's doing it. He's dope. So maybe you're like me, maybe you're not. Maybe sometimes you feel like you should be way farther ahead than you actually are. And that's fine. That means you're on your hustle. That means you're progressing. That means you're moving forward. That means you got that fire lit under you. You know what I mean? But take your time. One thing I like to say to people who want to pressure me into turning in their job faster to get it in there a day earlier, I'm like, bro, it doesn't matter how hard or how loud I yell at the paint. The paint is gonna dry in the time that the paint takes to dry. So don't rush it. Go grab a cup of coffee, go read a book, go plan your next project, but everything takes time. And you need to give it the allotted time that it needs to nurture and grow. And from there, we can move forward. All right? As always, I like to keep these super short, super sweet so that you guys are getting the most value and that you guys can just take this and run. And that's what I like to know about. All right? I appreciate you tuning in. If you thought this was interesting, please share it with like-minded friends. If you have something to want to feedback in, maybe a comment, maybe a suggestion, maybe something that you want to hear about, I love your comments. I respond to all of them. And please make sure to hit that like button. Smash that like button right now. Appreciate it. All right? So until then, keep chipping, keep drawing, keep creating, keep producing, keep making, keep being dope, keep shining. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right? Peace.